Then one more big project that has not happened yet is Famifun. I said that in one of my videos, before, but I will be making short, like 3-4 minutes reviews of my Famicom and Super Famicom games, and then I'll be posting them once a week when I go to Japan, because when I'm in Japan I won't make any regular videos because I'll be busy with other stuff, and I'll be making videos for my Japanese channel. Anyway, that's a hell of a big project, and I made 12 videos so far, and then I have like another 12 waiting to be edited, and then I have to write more scripts and stuff. So that's a big, vast project, but yeah, hopefully that'll work out. Okay, now for a few ideas that never happened. One kind of a big one that never happened was Evil Biohazard 3. I've tossed around that idea for several years, usually because whenever I remember when I finished Zero, I was really exhausted and it was a lot of work, and I remember editing kind of like an all-nighter to finish it. And then I put it up and everyone's like, "Great! When's the next one?" And then it's like, I had that reaction after all of them almost. But I wanted to make another one, and I wanted to have like more storyline and stuff again, even though it was funny. A person told me after Zero, that's like, "Oh yeah, I like how you made all the dialogue really cheesy sounding, just like the first game." And I was like, I was trying to make that serious actually, because I was trying to make Zero have like a serious kind of storyline, serious. Although it didn't really, of course, obviously didn't work out that way. But Evil Biohazard 3, I had several ideas. One idea was to just kind of just have a sequel. That idea, I actually don't remember that idea, as you can see. The second, more solid idea was to I wanted to have this one be make fun of, because these videos, movies, whatever you call it, there are homages and kind of parodies of Resident Evil at the same time. Because one of the ideas was to show how kind of silly it is to have a person walking that stiffly in real life, because it's exactly like the video games. And video games, it's fine when you're playing the game, but when you see them in real life, it's kind of like, does he really have to stop every time and then turn around and then aim like this, etc. I wanted to kind of make a double thing in the next one, with having two protagonists, kind of like Resident Evil Revelations, where it switches between, and then one protagonist would be me, like normal, and that guy would be walking around with fixed camera angles and finding emblems and all that stuff, like normal, and then the other character would be of the Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 variety. So that would be like an over-the-shoulder view and walking with him, and then I would make jokes like he would come up to a door, see that it needs a key or an emblem or something, and then he would just like, fuck this, and he'd just kick down the door. And there would be a lot more action in those parts and stuff like that. And we would make kind of like jokes to, here you have the old school, here you have the new school, which one is better to you? And I would make kind of like purposefully make a little bit more fun of the new style, because I prefer the old style. And I would have like a Oswald E. Spencer type figure sitting in a darkly lit room giving orders to the two persons, and have because here at work we have an MCR station with a bunch of monitors and shit. I could just ask them to put up a video on the monitor and have someone be like, "There they are, get them." And the basic plot was basically to go into TriStyle and steal plans for something, because it's always some kind of plan, some kind of sample. And TriStyle is the other company in Resident Evil. If you play Resident Evil 5, you know that. So it's basically Umbrella versus TriStyle in that kind of sense. And I had this weird idea of trying to make a boss fight that's not just with some guy, because I wanted to. This is beyond my competence to do, really. But if you buy a crab and take fishing lines and attach it to their to the pincers, you can make, and to some kind of green screen, you can make a huge crab boss, which is Resident Evil 2, because the T-virus affects anything, it just makes them big. So that would be kind of cool, but there's a lot of problems, and I can't really make those kind of videos. I barely could then, and I really can't now, because you need money, you need people, you need props, you need green screens and technical stuff, and I'm just one guy with a tripod, a camera, a computer. I don't have a green screen. If I did, I would have used it by now. So, and the biggest problem is I don't know enough people. I don't have any friends. Oh yeah, I have a few, but you know, it's not enough. So yeah, I watch like fan films and stuff. I'm just like, you fucking piece of fucking shit. Like, if I had that kind of money, yeah, I would make something good too. But I can't. Sorry. But it was a good idea. Another idea that never happened was whiskey reviews. This is kind of just tentative title. Basically, the idea was to review or to talk about games that I feel are underrated or overrated. The premise was me drinking whiskey or some kind of alcohol, being like all miserable, and because I don't get it. Either I'm reviewing a game that I like that everyone hates, like Duke Nukem Forever, or well, that's all I can think of at the moment. Or a game that everyone likes but I don't like Donkey Kong Country or Halo or something. And then I would be like all drunk and miserable, like, well, I don't understand why I can't see what everyone else is seeing. Oh my god! I mean, this game is shit and everyone likes it. Oh, something. And I felt like a good idea at the time, but I like just test filmed it once. In general, I just don't feel confident enough in my acting abilities to make that kind of thing work, so I dropped it. Badass 2. A video I made way back, 2007, 2008. It was just kind of like my version of on-rails shooter thing. Badass 2 was supposed to have still pictures of guns in the middle of the screen, like Doom or Duke Nukem Forever, Duke Nukem 3D, I mean. Like in any FPS game really. And then just I add that later, walk around with the camera like this and have like when people fall down or whatever. But then I couldn't that's the problem, I couldn't figure out how to do enemies. Because if I just put sprites on the screen, it would look really weird in real life. And I always like the kind of games in real life thing. But I don't, as I said before, I don't know enough people, so I can't have people falling over to simulate that. So it never materialized. Another sort of big idea at the time was my Pokemon adventure. It was because I've never played a Pokemon game to completion. I played a bit of Pokemon Red, but that's it. And I don't understand why it's so damn interesting to people. Because to me, it's just like it's an RPG, obviously, but then you like strip everything. There's no storyline. There's nothing almost, except for Gary Oak. He's cool. I like Gary Oak. How he's like this rival who just turns up at all the wrong times and messes with you. But it was supposed to be me, just like nothing. I know nothing of Pokemon. Then I try it, then I get hooked and more hooked. At the time that I thought of this idea, I had a girlfriend, so I would have her act like, "You play the game all the time. Why don't you ever?" And I was supposed to like grow a beard and be like become like a caveman, more and more like isolated because I'm just playing Pokemon all the time, something like that. So yeah, that never materialized. I just never did anything. I did a few. I was gonna do like a stop motion intro, so I prepared that a bit, but I never started shooting it. And again, I needed actors. I don't know any people, so nothing happened. Another one that never made it past the idea stage either was Lonely Gamer, which kind of also tentative title. It was also this kind of storyline-based review thing. It was basically an idea for me that I didn't feel comfortable just doing a review, which I do. I'm fine with that now, but I wasn't fine with that at the time. So I wanted to kind of make it into a storyline of some kind. Which, if you've seen the game Overthinker, you know that doesn't always work. This was basically based on me being all lonely and pathetic at home, and then my happy, successful extrovert brother or sister, or no brother, I think I was going to have it as my brother. He would call me like, "Hey, come down to the club, brah, have some fun." And then I would like try to go there, but then I can't come to the bar. I can't talk about anything else but video games, kind of like in real life. So I just give up, go home, and then I play some game and review it, basically. And that kind of felt like a decent idea, but again, I need to film in a bar, and I don't know how to get that kind of permit, and I need people in the bar, and we need people, actors, whatever. Doesn't work. And I'm not confident in my acting abilities, So, nothing about that. And I idea to make more GTA commercials. Very, very simple. I did a few, Pets Overnight, Exploder, did Genetron. Two of my best videos, honestly. I like those a lot. But I just want to make more, and I never really had any more ideas. Kind of like Virtual Boy commercials. I want to make more, but I didn't get any inspiration. One I definitely always wanted to do was Knife After Dark. Mostly, it's like a slasher movie trailer thing, and it ends with the great rated R for retarded. But I never got any good ideas, and if I got any ideas, it would have been dependent on people again, and I don't know anyone. Another one that's fairly big was Best versus Best. Basically, this I would compare two games in a series that are considered the best in the series, and to kind of contrast them with each other. And my examples was Super Mario 3 versus Super Mario World. The two games that most people think are like, these are the two best. And yeah, I know Super Mario 64 is one of those other ones, but it's much easier to compare these two. Super Mario 3, Super Mario World. For me, it's Super Mario 3, by the way. Final Fantasy 6 versus Final Fantasy 7. To me, it's 6. It's pretty close, though. Resident Evil 2 versus Resident Evil 4. There we have bigger of a difference, but my pick would have been 2. Again, very close. And then Mega Man, I think would have been Mega Man 3 versus Mega Man X. And there I have no idea. Yeah, I started writing a script for Final Fantasy 6 versus Final Fantasy 7, but I kind of didn't really, it didn't really work. I'm not quite sure. I'm kind of being, I think, ahead of all the negative comments I'm gonna get. You're gonna have half the people in, well, Final Fantasy 7 has a bigger fan base too, so you're gonna have, I was probably gonna have 60% downvotes and 40% upvotes, and I don't really want to make controversial videos. One video that was controversial and leads me into my next category, videos that I took down. One was top 10 bad things in good games. And that was just honest to me, because I say bad things in good games. But when I uploaded that, I got 1,000 views, which was a lot at the time, in like an hour. It spread like wildfire, which is sometimes good. But it was also, the comments were like, I got like 20 comments in 10 minutes, and they were all negative. It was just like, you piece of shit. It was just non-stop anger. And so I took it down, kind of like, oh, okay. But it was kind of simple things. It was like backtracking in GTA games, like San Andreas. So if you lose the driving mission, you have to run all the way back to the mission and pick up. Being knocked back in Castlevania Metroid Ninja Gaiden. All the talking with no skipping in Metal Gear Solid, which is really annoying sometimes, because they just go on and on and on. Even though it's interesting, they still just go on and on and on. So kind of my patience just wears really thin. What else? Slipperiness in Mario games, like how, because in Mega Man you always like stop. Mario kind of slides a little bit, and it gets kind of annoying in some games. Eternal split screen in Super Mario Kart. I mean, at least when you're playing single player, I know it's the map under there, but couldn't they made it full screen? Couldn't you have the option for full screen? That's just kind of annoying to me. There was more, but I can't remember it really. But basically, I just took it down because I got so much hate for it.